One can adopt various creative ways to conduct a film appreciation session. 1 hour, we introduce discussions, we recognize and employ different perspectives and skills of the participants, create an inclusive environment. Small group interaction and engagement can generate greater participation involvement of group members. Group discussion is a powerful mechanism for active learning. It allows the participants to explore new ideas while recognizing and valuing the contribution of others. The overall objective of this Cineliteracy module is to generate interest and develop skills in film appreciation techniques. Students and trainers need to study the topics ranging from the history of cinema to the study of classic and contemporary films. Now, let us know about 9 basic steps which help us to handle a film appreciation session for students.
The first step, introduction. The opening comments must cheer your audience and create the much needed enthusiasm in them for the planned session. They must feel that the next 60 to 90 minutes are going to be very useful and they can learn some useful creative skills for their life. The second step, learning objectives. Learning objectives involves 3 levels: knowledge, feeling, and actions. For example, at the end of the sessions, the students should know the type of shots, editing techniques, genre, layers of film appreciation used in the films. They should realize how important it is to critically appreciate a film. The third step, target audience. The facilitator needs to know to whom he or she is going to or handling the session with, their age, interest, social background, etc., and handle this session accordingly. The age and social background can determine how much information is to be shared and the types of aids to be used for the session. Now, the fourth step, methodology and teaching aids. A facilitator needs to adopt a methodology to suit the age and background of the participants. It's the facilitator's responsibility to identify whether the audience needs a hands-on experience, exercises, virtual aids, games, PowerPoint presentations, screening of short films, and group work. Since the participants are of all different orientations, namely visual, audio, and kinesthetic, we need to use aids of multiple orientations to create the much needed enthusiasm to involve all. In the fifth step, small group discussions. Small group discussions enable every member to participate in the discussion. Members feel comfortable in small groups, keeping them away from inhibition. Moreover, they can express their opinions and feelings clearly. The large audience can be divided into smaller groups, and each group can have a reporter or a secretary to take down the points discussed to submit the same during the large group discussion. A task must be assigned to the small group to stimulate the discussion. Example 1. If the facilitator's objective is to enable the participants to identify the genre of a film, the following questions can help them after screening. For example, in case of a short film, what main genre does the film fall under? Romantic, historical, detective, thriller, adventure, horror, or science fiction? Or the second question, what subgrouping does the film fall under? Action, comedy, tragedy, war, or Western genre? Example 2. If the objective is to identify the conflict in the film, the following questions can help. Conflict or tension is usually the heart of the film and is related to the main characters. So, how do you describe the main conflict? Is it the internal factors which cause the main character to suffer inwardly? Or is it external factors caused by the surroundings that made the main character suffer? Example 3. In films, visual imagery is used to create pictures in our minds. These include symbols when something stands not only for itself, that is a literal meaning, but also stands for something else, a figurative meaning. For example, the angry flames of the stove or boiling water could indicate the emotions a character is going through, or the reading of a newspaper could indicate the age of the person. Second, we now look at two questions that could be put forth to the audience. A. What are the symbols you identified in the film? B. What do they communicate to the audience? The next step, large group discussions. Large group discussions help everyone to understand the collective thinking of the whole group and achieve some clarity over the topic discussed. It can also indicate the level of creativity existing in the group. The seventh step, the main input. It's time for the facilitator to share the knowledge and experiences more vividly on the theme. As he or she knows the level of knowledge and experiences of the group now, he or she can build on them and help them to look at the theme from different perspectives and multiple angles. The eighth step, synthesis. Here, the facilitator draws a bigger picture of what has been understood by the group. He or she summarizes and leaves the participants with some important take-home messages. Step 9, evaluation. The facilitator now evaluates the entire session. Have the learning experiences been met? What is the action plan of the participants based on the knowledge and motivation acquired during the session? This will offer some valuable insights for the facilitator to handle future sessions.
For the effectiveness of the group learning, a facilitator needs to focus on writing the title on the board, managing time, maintaining warm smile and funny jokes, asking questions, appreciating when needed, and ensuring equal participation. The facilitator needs to maintain eye contact and use the modulation of voice appropriately to gain the attention and involvement of all the participants. Overall, a facilitator must give equal weightage to content, design, and delivery for the success of a session so that the participants benefit the maximum out of it. We are sure that this video module on Cineliteracy has guided you with 9 easy steps to handle a film appreciation session for students. Wishing you all to become effective facilitators. All the best and take care.